Hello. I just wanted to check in and talk about what's been happening. And recently, for spring break, went on a trip to Austin, Texas. My art student won a really awesome award. He was the only elementary student that was chosen to represent TAEA, the Texas Art Teachers Association. It was a flag contest, and he won the elementary division flag. He was the finalist. So anyway, I went there with my daughter. We took a road trip, and not sure if I have mentioned before in other videos or whatever that my husband has seizures, and he's been having these really awful seizures called status epilepticus, and they're grand mal seizures, and that he's having difficulty stopping. So when he goes into one, it just continues until I call EMS. It's been a stressful year. My husband has been in and out of the hospital several times, 3. This dystonic condition has gotten worse. Probably because, I'm right now got a lot on my plate, a lot on my shoulders with my husband's serious illness, and trying to get all of our ducks in a row financially, which it's a mess. Because of doctor bills, we don't have insurance or anything like that. So when I have to call EMS, it's sad. I have to call them just to get his seizures to stop now. But I do believe that God is going to make a way, and God is teaching me a lot right now. But just learning day to day how to endure pain, and just remembering that Jesus endured pain for me, and just learning day by day more about who I am, and loving myself more, not less, even through all of this. And I'm a beader. I'm an artist, actually. I'm an art teacher, but I do hand bead and work in leather, make moccasins. I hand bead these beautiful earrings, leather earrings that are feathers. They're just gorgeous, and God is making a way to help me pay for some of these things, these doctor bills. And so I haven't even really gotten to pursue what's been going on with me. I am going back to the doctor in a couple weeks, which I'm pretty thrilled about. Just my general practitioner, who I am asking to get me a referral to this doctor who is a female movement specialist, which I've been to several male doctors, and these gentlemen have all been really difficult to deal with. So I'm hoping that maybe nothing against men, but maybe she will have a different perspective on what's going on with me. But just recently, I was on this trip to deliver some of my artwork, some of my earrings. I was in Austin for that award ceremony, and then I had some folks I visited there and delivered some earrings. And anyway, I had a real rough time on that trip. Ended up getting sick a couple days. stuck. My daughter, bless her heart, putting up with me. We went hiking one day, and that was good, but I noticed where I was, even a year ago to now, my body has completely changed and shifted, and the stress has probably made it worse. I can imagine with everything I'm going through, but anyway, we were on this trip. I haven't seen my husband in several weeks. He was with his folks, getting some help with some doctors, a chiropractic journey into retraining his brain somehow. I don't know what the therapy is called, but he worked with a chiropractor in and around where his parents live. And then we planned on going up to Pawhuska, Oklahoma, where his family, the Osage Nation, is, and they're having their Sovereignty Day powwow, so we thought we would enjoy meeting up there and joining them, so that's what we did. On the way up there, though, I'd been in the car for a long time, and it's hard for me to drive long distances because I have to sit still for so long, and somehow sitting still actually makes me feel worse. If I keep moving and going, it seems to make things a little better. Anyway, so my body, I'm sure, was exhausted and a lot of stress. I'd gotten sick a couple days before that and just had a real hard time getting out of it. I'd taken some pain medication, which seems to almost make it worse just because it makes me so nauseous, and then I end up having issues with nausea and vomiting and all of that. My body just can't handle that kind of medication, so I just deal with the pain most of the time. But anyway, so I'd been not feeling well, and here we are on the road in the middle of the night, and my head starts bending down all the way, reaches all the way down to my shoulder down here, and there it goes. Anyway, that you can tell that's pretty impossible to drive when that happens. So my mother and father-in-law, who I'd met up with, they came and rescued me. We met on the road and heading to Pawhuska for the powwow, and so my husband's mother jumps in the driver's seat and I get in the passenger seat, and I haven't had this happen to this degree for the extent of time that it was about an hour and a half that I stayed in that position on the road, and so that was really interesting and very painful, and it's in those moments I realize it can get worse and it can get more painful, and I just need to really thank God for every day that I have that's not like that. And just pray, that I will continue to get better. And I keep thinking if I just keep pursuing artistic endeavors, that my at least my spirit will be lifted in times of frustration. I mean, there's so much nerve pain that goes on in my body. I don't know how, honestly. Like right now, it's going up into my face. this nerve pain, and my hands and my shoulder and my, it's just like, I don't know how I get through it, but I'm excited to see how I'm going to be healed. So anyway, life has been a challenge lately, so please pray for me. I really need it, and I can certainly use it, and I pray for all of us out there, that God would meet us where we are, and that we would be healed. And I just thank God for my life, and I thank God for what life I have left. And the scripture says that I will live and declare, that I will not die before my time, but I will live and declare the word of the Lord. And that's my anthem, that's my banner, and I'm going to keep professing it and just keep sinking into Christ and Christ's presence. So anyway, I love you folks, and I will keep you posted on my progress. Many blessings.